Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Imperator Rome here today on the channel. We're going to be starting episode 10 of my Roman Empire series. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be declaring war upon Galatia, finishing off the last of the Celtiberians here today. So, if you like the sound of that and want to ensure more Roman episodes, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. And, yeah, where you'd like me to expand and conquer. In the last episode, if you haven't gone and watched it, highly recommend you do. We declared war upon the Iberians on the eastern half here. We smashed them, took all their territory. I think it was upwards of 1 million cohorts, 1 million lives were lost. We killed about 800,000 of them. I finished them off camera, and due to some of their smaller allies just getting called in, we do now have territory on the border there in Gaul. We nearly have territory in Bordeaux there. But here today, we're going to be declaring war upon the Galatians, pushing over westward, which would be a lot of fun. But Iberia has been such a pain to take for me. Like, a united Iberia has really slowed down our campaign. I am using a date mod now. It is currently the 17th of May 4 BCE. We're currently in the reign of our technically first emperor, Celius Julius Libo, 69 years of age. He is our Imperator. So, we have his line secure through his children, his son Septimus, Tullius, Uranus, and Vopiscus. I think that's how you say his name. That's a different Lucius Julio Libo name I haven't said before. His father before him was Septimus, Celius, Uranus, Septimus, Uranus. Then it went through Lucius Julius Libo and Lucius Julius Libo, the first dictator. But now we have our first emperor. As you see here, we are now the Roman Empire. Also, guys, just thought I'd quickly mention, as you can see, it's currently 4 BCE. Now, the game technically ends at 27 BC, and it actually allows you not to play. You either have 3 choices: to go back to the main menu, quit the game, or observe. Now, I've actually had to go into the mod files of the game and edit the ending of the game to, well, infinity. So we basically can play for the next 10,000 years if we want to. But I found it interesting that I had to go into the game files. There was no mods for this either. So if you ever get to 27 BC, the game technically ends. You just have to actually go into the game files to change it. I understand why they did it. 27 BC is when Imperator Augustus gets the throne, of course, becomes emperor. However, that's the reason they've done it. I kind of just wish they were like, hey, playing further from now is not where we wanted you to do in the game, because like it slows down events, there's no specific issues, and it's not really designed for you to go to the Roman Empire just yet in the game. I guess that's for like future DLC, but it was a bit of a pain that I had to went and do that. I had to read a lot of threads, so just thought I'd point that out. If you get to 27 BC, you have to go into the game files and mod it. So let's go through our armies. So we have mustered how many? 74. So there's roughly around about 20, mostly 20, mercenaries have about 30, so I would say there's probably about 1.5 million, maybe 1.4 off the top of my head. Those numbers are too big to calculate, and it's only just sort of a bit of a guess anyway. Okay, not really much else we can do national overview-wise. Decisions-wise, we're going to go with Divine Sanction eventually, so we can get Divinity status. And we still need to do this stuff in Corinth. So we currently have Celius Julius Libo, who's 68 years of age. He's going to be commanding the main force. We've got my son Septimus, my second son Tullius. All my sons are commanding forces all along the border here. I have my brother Volumius, and then his children as well, all Lucius Libos, which is fantastic to see. So let's negotiate with the Galatians here today. So they are a federated tribe. Let's go into covert actions and let's try and take some territories. Probably go with a total pop. We'll sort by that. So it's going to be until the 16th of June before we can push along the border and get stuck into them. Now I have sort of clustered further in the bottom here. As you can see, there's some 40 stacks. That's because there's 150k here. Even though they're taking attrition, they've got some rather large forces to the south, so we're going to have to cluster up a bit here before we push over the border. What was the date again? The 16th of June. Excellent. So let's declare war upon them here now. Hit them and hit them hard. And let's go gadgets. So let's allow everyone to go into independent operations and push for it. So where exactly is the Emperor himself? He should be commanding one of these armies. Oh, found him. Here he is, down in the south. Celia 69. Okay, that's where he is. Alrighty, well, let's get stuck into them now, shall we? So, looking at the armies wise, we outnumber them by about 100k archers. They outnumber us on chariots. We have 42. The reason why we have chariots is because of our army builds through mercs. Heavy cavalry wise, we outnumber them by about 200,000. Heavy infantry wise, it's fantastic as well. We match them on light infantry. We have light cavalry. We've got more light infantry, and we've also got war elephants. Where is my navy? So all my navies are automated to search and destroy as well. Alright, so let's push for it then. Let's get stuck into them. And who is actually... Ching Tessa Punisi? I think that's how you say her name. Okay. So they have a female chieftain at the command. Okay. Alright, let's continue on with the offensive. How well are we doing? So we haven't lost any casualties just yet. So there's 27k there. We should be able to deal with that soon. 139, 52. God, 62. There are some massive armies there. That's insane. Alright, allow everyone to push and go on to the initiative. But now it's 4 BC. Like, there's some actual quite large empires. Like, Britannia's under one nation now. Demeter. The Germans are quite strong. The Carnutes there as well. Dacia. Egypt. The Seleucids are pushing into Indian territory now. I feel like just the way the campaign has gone, I've sort of taken my time. I've learned how to play Imperator. I'm slowly but surely taking territory. But I feel like in Iberia, we've actually been slowed down. Like, we probably could have picked off Gaul a lot easier, or maybe some of these other tribes in Illyria and stuff. But just with... The thing is, right, in this campaign, the Iberians were able to unify, confederate, under one of either the West or the East sort of united banner. Alright, so wars-wise, so we've won one victory against them. We still haven't dealt with... Oh, they're... Oh! Okay, right, I need to zoom in a bit more. Crikey! So we have Uranus, my third son here. I believe I had another son. He was on the other side of the world, but I've... where's a spare army? Oh, come on, there must be a spare army here. Yeah, there we go. Let's bring some generals in. Perfect, that's what we want. So, 74k against 160. That's crazy. So, we have the battle for Iberia here. At the moment, we've only killed 8,000. 5,000 we've lost. So, it's pretty neck and neck. This is going to be sort of the deciding factor here. So, most of the fighting has happened in the center. My son has defeated the chief magistrate of Galatia. Good on ya, son. Uranus, my third-born son. Not quite the runt of the litter, but he is definitely showing his imperial purple colours, born in purple. Okay, I kind of wish we could see the entirety of my family tree, but for now, we can't. Hopefully in the future we can with mods. So we're still continuing to push upon the initiative. At the moment we've taken some territory down near sort of Gibraltar. That's sort of back and forth. Over centrally we're doing alright. We haven't really rushed as much as I would have liked in the north. Can we get some more mercenaries? Oh, I don't know if we can actually. I would like to maybe just bring some more in just to sweeten the deal. Our financial situation is superb. Now, we have 37,000 in the bank, which is just insane compared to, like, previous episodes. It's crazy how we had, like, 100 gold at some point. But to be fair, it's currently 3 BC. We did go down sort of the dictatorial route quite perfectly. Oh, God, we're doing quite well here. So we've won a really good string of victories, 237. But you've got to give it to the Celtiberians. They've held us off here quite well. They sort of like I think like Carthage went for them quite early, and they just sort of unified. They knew that it was sort of make or break. They know that the Roman warhorse is coming because, like, historically the Roman Empire had conquered far more than what I did in my sort of playthrough. That just sort of happens, you know. God, they're still holding us off here. 17% towards to capitulation. We've lost 136k and we've won every battle. Okay, we're being drawn in here as well. So if you haven't watched a couple episodes in a while, I am using graphical overhaul mods now. There's some really nice textile buttons there. I'm using the black marble. So let me know what you think about it. We could always change back if you guys really don't like it, but I like it. I think it looks nice. Adds a little bit of difference here. So we're really massively taking the north here. We're struggling a little bit in the south by the look of it. And they still have some armies here, 23k. There's still about 200,000 there. We're pushing quite well. My ships have made it over from the Mediterranean sort of docking base that they have. And they're really going on against Search and Destroy. They've only got 19 ships. If we can continue to block and harry, that would be perfect. So we're really pushing them down here. With the defeat of the Queen, she's 73. Well, tribal leader, let's say. Oh, I think we've had our first loss here. Yeah, we've had a couple of losses. 30k, 14. They are still currently 36% to capitulation. We've got a sacking here. Let the men roam freely. At the moment, we are still secure on our possible successors. He's only a 2-star commander, though, isn't he? My son and heir. It's just a bit of a shame, isn't it? We could bring him in here. It's because he was actually garrisoning this army I have over in Greece. What's this army? Oh, we've got some mercs here. Well, you need to be up on this line here, or maybe just disband you. If you're that far over there, I don't know if you're overly used to me. We've got an army down here dealing with barbarians, but we're doing quite well. They still have a lot of forces here, but we seem to be, like, doing quite well to surround and divide them, because I've allowed the AI to go to, of course, independent operations, just due to trying to micro 84 armies on one tile is just too much. Allowing the AI to do quick, smart, split decisions here, especially, is working in my favor. We do have some armies that aren't under our control, so leading from the front, our troops flee in terror. Yes, he is a mercenary commander. Do the right thing and lead from the front. That's what you're there for. Fighting and dying. That's what the mercenaries are for. Okay, so let's go with this now as well. Oh, good. We finally got rid of the military one. Now we're going through the civic buffs. Okay, 41 now % towards capitulation. And we've killed 290k of theirs. There's still going to be some massive results here. I think there was about 800,000 other Celtiberians. This is all Celtiberia, but these guys here, the Seperones or whatever they were called. So it's going to be about the same, because they can actually muster so many forces in here. I'm surprised why and how the AI sort of lumps them up into like 200-man stacks, because they must be hemorrhaging. I mean, hemorrhaging. What's this called again? Like attrition, yeah. Like their replenishment rate must be shot to shit. Or maybe they get cheats. I don't know. Alright. Okay, we need a new high priest eventually as well. So what I want to try and do is take the entirety of Galatia. It's going to take a couple wars to finish them off. Like, for example, in the last episode, we smashed the Iberians on the eastern coast. We took all their territory, their armies destroyed. It took like 3 more wars before we could like legally seize all their land. So it might be sort of the same with Galatia. We'll have to see. But once you sort of crush them to a pulp, you diminish their manpower, you destroy their armies. By the time we have to sort of mop up the second and third war off camera, they've got nothing. It's just more of a process of legality than anything. So, if I was to sue for peace now, what would I get for my own curiosity? So yeah, at the moment, at 63% capitulation, we get the small pocket here and some central territories. So no, I'm definitely not going to sue for peace just yet. In mods in the future, you can take more land. I'm just like sort of addressing it. I get it. You don't want to be able to sort of blitzkrieg the map too quickly, but for the sake of Let's Plays, you don't particularly want to spend more than 2-3 episodes on one particular country. You want to move to something else. Demand the wealth split between the armies, yeah. So we'll spend this episode, we spend the last episode focusing on here. We'll finish off Galatia here today, so hopefully in the next we can go against the Carnutes in the north, maybe into Dacia, maybe into Egypt. Let me know. I think we'll probably go after the France, the Gaulish. Okay, 24 are fighting here. They've still got a couple more stacks left, and we seem to be on par casualties-wise, even though we're really battling them out. Okay, let's get some more additional reinforcements here, just to sweeten the deal, where we can. Continue to allow everyone to go to independent operations. My manpower has now been shredded quite a lot. We're down to 13k. You spend a lot of it when you do so much fighting, and especially when you're fighting in low sort of manpower territory. It can be an issue. Want to keep that public rest down, especially when you're conquering, taking territory. We currently, at the moment, do not have enough magistrates to go into regions and govern them properly. Same with our armies. Maybe we should have integrated more of the Italian families. I don't know. Okay, 99% towards capitulation now. We actually need a researcher. Got a couple of options here. Magnus. You're not Roman though, that's the problem. I'm not inclined to allow you to be a researcher if you're not Roman. You are though. Potentially your brother. Yeah, I wonder if they are related. No. Alright, he's alright. He can be a researcher here for now. Okay, 50k here. We've got a couple of smaller armies. We've really finished them off in the north here now. We've smashed the tribal queen once more. But there still seems to be a fair few armies here. Okay. If we can completely and utterly smash their armies. But going like, even though we've won like a crazy amount of victories, they've still matched us. Casualty-wise. Alright, allow everyone to continue on the initiative where you can. Alright, 99, so nearly at 100%. Once it is, we'll be able to take a decent chunk. And also, importantly, we're going to be able to take gold, which will smash their economy. But I imagine the Queen is quite in old age now. How old is she? 75. She does have a son who's 49. Inspire disloyalty. Sure, why not? Maybe we could get him to overthrow. How awful. Take K3K oratory power. Let's take the gold. Financially, we haven't been unburdened that much, and that's really going to pay for a lot of the cost of the war. Okay, there's only a small amount of territories left, but their armies are what's the main problem. 45 there. We've got a good fight here, 19. Hey guys, how you doing? This is post-commentary, Simpzy in the editing process for this video, where I add my intro and outro and shit and whatnot. And I've just realised that the audio for the last 10 minutes of this Let's Play episode fucked up. It's gone. It happens occasionally sometimes. So, just to recap what basically happened, I'm going to speed things up. I'm going to put it on like 5 times speed. So, at this point, we've basically beaten the Galatians here today, the Iberians, and we're just really wrapping things up. All that you missed was the war conference at the end, where we managed to subjugate and take a lot of territory. So, sorry about that. It's been a couple days since I actually recorded that video. So, I'm not going to give you like an over analysis of what sort of happened in the end, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that the audio buggered up in the last 10 minutes. So you're going to have to deal with post-commentary Simpzy here for now. But thanks guys, take care, peace. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.